Good night, teacher. This is Carmela Bea from 3rd A, and today is Friday 17. And now I'm going to do the reading part. So, how great I am. This kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid is gonna be somebody better than anybody I ever knew. I must show you how great I am. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. You got a dream, you gotta protect it. People can't do something themselves, they gonna tell you. They can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period. Great memories are born from great opportunities. Great moments are born from great opportunities. And that's what you have here tonight. That's what you have carried. You have earned here tonight. I have raced with an alligator. That's right. I have raced with an alligator. I have tussled with a whale. I have had handcuffed lightning. Thrown thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. Dunking, bad dude. But fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch and was in the bed before the room was dark. Dunking, incredible. And you, George Foreman, all you chums are going to bow when I wham him. All of you, I know you have got him. I know you have got him picked. But the man is in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am, inch by inch, play by play, until we're finished. We're in hell right now, believe me, and we can't stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell one inch at a time. For a long time, you have been hearing me talk about being perfect, but I want you to understand something. To me, being perfect is not about that scoreboard out there. It's not about winning. It's about you and your relationship to yourself and your family and your friends. Being perfect is about being able to look at your friends in the eye and know that you didn't let them down because you told them the truth. And the truth is that you did everything you could. There wasn't one more thing that you could have done. Can you in that moment as best you can, with clear eyes and love in your heart, with joy in your heart? If you can do that, gentlemen, then you are perfect. Let me tell you something. You already know the world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how thought you are. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you are worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and no point fingers saying you ain't what you wanna be because of he or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You are better than that. I firmly believe that any man's finest hour, the greatest of them, that he holds dear is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause, and lies exhausted in the field of a battle. Victorious, never give in, never give in, never, 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 in nothing, great or small, large or petty. Never give in, except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy. So now I'm going to read the language of God, the chapter 3, the origins of the universe. More than 200 years ago, one of the most influential philosophers of all time, Immanuel Kant, wrote, "Two things will fill me with constantly increasing admiration and awe. The longer and more earnestly I reflect on them, the starry heavens without and the moral law within. An effort to understand the origins and workings of the cosmos has characterized nearly all religions throughout history, whether in the overt worship of a sun god, the ascription of spiritual significance to phenomena such as eclipses, or simply a sense of awe at the wonders of the heavens. Was Kant's remark the sentimental musing of a philosopher not benefited by discoveries of modern science? Or is there a harmony achievable between science and faith in the profoundly important question of the origins of the universe? One of the challenges in achieving that harmony is that science is not static. Scientists are constantly reaching into new arenas, investigating the natural world in new ways, digging deeper into territory where understanding is incomplete. Faced with a set of data that includes a puzzling of the mechanism that might be involved, and then conduct experiments to test those hypotheses. Many experts on the cutting edge of science fail, and most hypotheses turn out to be wrong. Science is progressive and self-correcting. Not significantly erroneous conclusions or false hypotheses can be sustained for long, as newer observation will ultimately knock down incorrect constructs. But over a long period of time, a consistent set of observations sometimes emerges that leads to a new framework of understanding. That framework is then given a much more substantive description and is called a theory, the theory of gravitation. the theory of relativity, or the gem theory. For instance, one of the most cherished hopes of a scientist is to make an observation that shakes up a field of research. Scientists have a streak of closet anarchism, hoping that someday they will turn up some unexpected fact that will force a disruption of the framework of the day. That's what Nobel Prizes are given for. In that reward, any assumption that a conspiracy could exist among scientists to keep a widely current theory alive when it actually contains serious flaws is completely antithetical to the restless mindset of the profession. The study of astrophysics nicely exemplifies these principles. Profound upheavals have occurred over the last 500 years, during which the understanding of the nature of matter and the structure of the universe has undergone major revisions. No doubt more revisions still lie ahead of us. This disruption can sometimes be reaching for attempts to achieve a comfortable synthesis between science and faith, especially if the Church has attached itself to a prior view of things and incorporated that into its core belief system. Today's harmony can be tomorrow's discord. In the 16th and 17th centuries, Copernicus, Kepler, and Galileo, all strong believers in God, built an increasingly compelling case that the movement of the planets could be properly understood only if the Earth revolved around the Sun, rather than the other way around. The details of their conclusions were not all quite correct. Galileo made a famous blooper in his explanations of the tides, and many in the scientific community were initially unconvinced, but ultimately the data and the consistency of the theory's predictions convinced even the most skeptical scientists. The Catholic Church remained strongly opposed, however, claiming that this view was incompatible with only scripture. In retrospect, it is clear that the scriptural basis of those claims was remarkably thin. Nonetheless, this confrontation raged for decades and ultimately did considerable harm. Both to science and to the Church. The past century has seen an unprecedented number of revisions in our view of the universe, matter, and energy. Previously assumed to be utterly different entities were shown by Einstein to be interchangeable by the famous equation E is energy, m is mass, and more than is the speed of light. The dualism of wave and particle. That is the fact that matter has simultaneous characteristics of both waves and particles.